Just the usual.
No, don't say that. Don't say act like actually act like I've never cut your hair before.
Oh, okay.
All right, Michael, what are we going to do for your hair today? No.
Just a burst fade.
Bit of a burst fader.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2 on the bead.
Number 2 on the beard.
Yeah.
Line it up.
Yeah. And yeah, just leave the top for now.
Kinda.
Nah.
Right, I got the bro Michael here. We're going to do a burst fade. I'll show you fellas how to do a burst fade. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. But yeah. I'll show you. Make sure your clippers are clean, eh? Barber tip. Right, I'm just going to start. Just going to set my line, and this is like one of the most important parts, I reckon, on the burst fade. This is the TPOB X, best trim in the game. Well, the reason you want to set this is to frame your fade. Imagine there's a frame there and then the frame here, and it's going to burst in between. So I set my guideline. A lot of barbers will tell you not to set the guideline like this, but if you set a guideline with the tool, you can take it out with the same tool. So don't be scared. I know a lot of barbers will tell you, like, especially your newbies, not to do it this way, but bro, you can always take it out with the same tool. So yeah, and then I just turn it upside down. Make sure you brush it away, keep your canvas clean, eh? Alright, we've got the TPOB X, it's the foil shaver. We're just going to take this part here down to the skin. Pretty easy, just make sure you leave a little bit of space between the guideline to blend. The bro's hair is going to blend pretty easy, you can just tell. Same thing, take that down to the skin. Remember, with all hair cutting, it's just a draft at first, and you can do your detailing at the very end, and that's when it's all going to come together. But until then, it's just a draft. So I'm tapping down just to help to blend that line that I made with the trimmer. Now I've got the TPOB play. This is the quietest clipper on the market. It's the best, it's the lightest. It's everything. And I've got the 1.5 guard on. So if you come in here, what I'm going to do is set, with my 1.5, see look, I'm going to set the arc. Has it got it open? This is just so that I know not to go past this thing. It's quite easy with a burst fade to take your fade too high. So I just set this foundation, I'll know not to go past it. And a lot of people always have like dark spots in here as well, so you might have to work that area a bit more. Pretty usual occurrence. I'm going to close the blade, and I'm just going to start fading down, because I reckon fading down is probably the easiest way with a burst fade. Usually I fade up. With most fades I always fade up, but with a burst fade you don't want to take the fade too high, it'll ruin the arc. We're going to go with the one open. Same thing, I'm just going to go just under that line. Burst fade's probably one of the most popular styles at the moment, as well as the taper. But yeah, I see a lot of the young barbers struggle. They can do an okay taper and an okay burst fade, but struggle with a normal fade when it's got to be even all around. I'm going to start slowly closing the blade. The thing with fading is it's like you develop an eye after years of experience. Right, I got my half guard. It's the guard that goes between the one and the blade open. So I'm just going to open that right up and just go straight underneath where I went with the one. And I'll start. I'll just work all the way down through these clicks that we have on the TPOB play. So you know, it's an awesome clipper to learn on. Fades almost done. I've got to take that last line out. See that? Like, this is what I mean about your eye. Like, your eye will start to see like different things if you move it in different light as well. It doesn't need to be perfect right now. It's just like I said, we're just still drafting. I just got the blade open, and I'm just gonna Start flicking at this line should start coming out. It's the line I set with the trimmer. If there was a line left over, I'll just take it out with the trimmer because that's how I set it. So I just want to check different angles, like see if you guys can see. For you guys might be seeing, because you're looking at a different angle as me, you might see something different. This is what's known as detailing. You're just looking for dark spots and using the corner of the blade. Just trying to lighten them. You're basically creating an illusion of light to dark. Bro's going to get his bed faded in, so we'll just fade that. Beds are real easy. Same process, just in reverse. But because you're looking down at it, it's a lot easier to make the blend fine and open. Yeah, that's the burst, and this is where you lock it in. Like, remember how I said to start to frame it? We'll set our frame. Because your eye like frames it in this, so that means we need to we'll work on this. This is part of the frame. And then so is the bed as well. It's all connected. You need to look at it like all these lines where it's harsh, dark to light, but then over here it's light to light, like these help to frame your fade, to help your fade pop. Without enhancements, you don't need enhancements. You just got to be the man on the clippers. And of course I'll come and hit this with the razor later, but yeah. That's basically all there is to it. So you do a, easy burst fade. The bow all nice and lined up as well. A few finishing details we didn't show you, but give you the little technique on the fade. Nice burst fade. Yeah, come and have a look. Oh, look at that.